Breaking news. Yulong and Mei Mei management drops bombshell statement. Fans can't believe it. The entertainment world has been rocked to its core today. After months of whispers, stolen glances caught on camera, and a confession on set that broke the internet, the management agencies of Yulong and Mei Mei have dropped a joint statement that has left fans in absolute shock. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update in the world of your favorite celebrities. What started as a rumor has now transformed into an undeniable reality. And the way it was revealed is unlike anything fans have seen in years. The day it all changed. For weeks, the fandom had been buzzing. The drama they starred in together had finished airing, but their connection didn't fade with the final episode. In fact, it seemed to grow stronger. Every time they appeared in the same frame, whether in a behind-the-scenes clip, a press event, or even a blurry fan-taken photo at an airport, that spark was there. Fans dissected everything. The way Yulong's gaze lingered just a second too long when she spoke. The way Mei Mei's smile seemed softer, more genuine when he was near. And most of all, that moment on set. That unforgettable, unscripted, heart-stopping moment when Yulong's voice shook. His eyes glistened, and he told Mei Mei something the cameras weren't meant to capture. The clip leaked within hours, and the internet went into meltdown. Silence. Then a storm. After the on-set confession went viral, both agencies went completely silent. No clarifications. No denials. No just good friends lines. It was the kind of silence that drives the public wild, because when agencies don't immediately deny something, the speculation only gets louder. By the time this morning rolled around, the fandom was already on edge. A few eagle-eyed fans had noticed both agencies had wiped older joint promotional posts from their social media feeds, replacing them with cryptic teaser images of cherry blossoms and handwritten notes. It was as if something big was brewing. The statement drops. At exactly 11:07 a.m. local time, both agencies posted the same statement. No lead-up. No warning. The opening line was calm. To come. We have taken note of the public's growing interest in the relationship between Yulong and Mei Mei. But the calm ended quickly. The next line hit like a tidal wave. After much discussion and consideration, we confirm that what began as a deep and supportive friendship during their work together has, over time, developed into something more meaningful. That was it. The confirmation the fans had been waiting for. Not a denial, not a vague "they care for each other as friends," but an actual, clear admission. The internet didn't just react. It erupted. The online meltdown. Within minutes, Twitter, Weibo, Instagram, and TikTok were flooded with emotional posts. Fans screamed into their cameras in disbelief. Some broke down in happy tears. Others dug up every old clip, interview, and photo to prove they had seen it coming from the start. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag Yulong Mei Mei confirmed. Hashtag it was real all along. Hashtag hand in hand. One fan posted a slow-motion edit of the on-set confession alongside the agency statement captioned, "We didn't imagine it. We witnessed history." It gained over 3 million likes in less than 2 hours. Even major entertainment outlets scrambled to cover the news, releasing timelines of the relationship clues fans had pieced together for months. What we didn't see coming. As the statement continued, it revealed even more than expected. Both Yulong and Mei Mei have chosen to be open about their personal connection, knowing that transparency is important to their fans. They will continue to work professionally and will respect each other's careers and private lives. The use of the words "chosen to be open" made fans stop in their tracks. It wasn't just a PR reveal, it was their decision. According to a source close to the couple, Yulong had been pushing for this for weeks. He was tired of pretending, tired of hiding, and believed that the fans deserved honesty. Mei Mei, more private by nature, took some convincing, but ultimately agreed when she realized the secrecy was only feeding more rumors. This wasn't the agency's doing. This was theirs. Inside the negotiations, industry insiders are now revealing that the discussions leading to this statement were intense. Some sponsors reportedly feared that publicizing their relationship would overshadow ongoing projects or alienate certain fanbases. But Yu Long stood firm, even reportedly telling his management, "If this costs me a role, so be it. I'd rather be real than play a part in my own life." This level of defiance is rare in the entertainment world, where carefully controlled images often take precedence over personal truth. And for fans, it only made the revelation more emotional. Fans' emotional reactions. While thousands celebrated, some reactions were more bittersweet. A few fans worried about the pressures and scrutiny the couple would now face. Others feared overzealous paparazzi could make their lives more difficult. Still, the overwhelming tone was one of celebration. Fan groups began organizing mass congratulation projects. From LED billboards in Beijing and Seoul to flower arrangements sent to the actors' respective studios. One fan in Singapore even announced she'd booked a theater to host a full drama marathon, ending with the on-set confession scene, for 200 fellow fans. Tickets sold out in less than an hour. The future for Yu Long and young Mei Mei. Now that the truth is out, the big question remains. What's next? Some industry experts believe this could usher in a new wave of public openness for celebrity couples in China, breaking away from the rigid secrecy that has long been standard. Others predict their popularity will skyrocket, as audiences adore seeing real-life chemistry blossom beyond the screen. There's also speculation that the two may star in another project together, a possibility fans are already begging for online. Imagine the tension, the sparks, the authenticity if they were to share the screen again, this time with their relationship public. The final line that broke the internet. The agencies closed their joint statement with a single, heartfelt sentence. "Please continue to support them, both as artists and as two people walking forward together, hand in hand." Those 3 words, hand in hand, became an instant slogan for fans. Artworks, banners, and even customized jewelry designs began circulating with the phrase. And as the news cycle continues to spin, one thing is certain. Yu Long and young Mei Mei's story has just entered its most public, most emotional chapter yet. And this time the world is invited to watch every step. The anticipation that shook the city. From the moment the agency announcement dropped, the public waited with bated breath to see when, where, and how the couple would appear. Rumors swirled. Some said they'd appear at a fan meeting, others insisted they'd walk a red carpet together. But when news broke that both had been invited to the Shanghai International Film Gala, the fandom knew. This was it. By sunrise on the day of the gala, fans had already gathered outside the venue. Some camped overnight. Banners, flowers, LED signs with their names. It looked less like a film event and more like a love rally. The arrival that stopped time. When the black luxury car finally pulled up to the carpet, all noise seemed to fall away. The crowd craned their necks. Cameras rose into the air. First, the car door opened for Yu Long. He stepped out, tall and impossibly poised in a perfectly tailored black suit. But everyone knew, the real moment they were waiting for was still inside. Then it happened. Yu Long turned back, extended his hand into the car, and out stepped young Mei Mei, wearing a breathtaking pale gold gown that shimmered under the lights. Her hair was swept into a soft updo, framing a smile that could melt steel. The gasp from the crowd was almost physical. And here's the detail that had fans screaming. Yu Long never let go of her hand. The gesture that melted millions. As they walked, cameras captured every tiny interaction. The way he subtly adjusted her dress so it wouldn't snag, the way she glanced up at him when reporters shouted questions, and the unshakable grip of their intertwined fingers. At one point, a gust of wind threatened to whip young Mei Mei's hair across her face. Without hesitation, Yu Long reached up, gently tucking a strand behind her ear. The crowd lost control. That moment alone was clipped, slowed down, looped, and reposted thousands of times within minutes. One fan even added the caption, "This isn't PR. This is love." The media frenzy. Reporters nearly tripped over each other trying to get a reaction. Reporter: "Yu Long, how does it feel to finally be able to stand beside her like this in public?" Yu Long: Pauses, smiles directly at young Mei Mei before answering. It feels right. I've been waiting for this moment. Young Mei Mei's cheeks turned pink, and though she tried to look composed, the corner of her lips betrayed the tiniest shy smile. Another reporter asked young Mei Mei if she was nervous. She responded with the softest, most disarming answer of the night. Not anymore. Not when he's here. The crowd screamed so loudly that the next few questions were drowned out entirely. Social media implosion. Within 30 minutes, hashtags dominated every platform. Hashtag Yulong Mei Mei first appearance. Hashtag Hitakter. Hashtag not wins here. Fan edits poured in. Some set to romantic ballads, others to dramatic cinematic scores, making their slow walk down the carpet look like the climax of a love movie. Weibo servers reportedly experienced a brief slowdown due to the sheer volume of uploads and comments flooding in at once. The secret whisper. The most talked about moment, however, came not from the official press photos but from a single shaky fan video. In it, as they were stepping away from the main cameras, Yulong leaned slightly toward young Mei Mei, his lips moving in what looked like a private whisper. She laughed, a real, unguarded laugh, and squeezed his hand. Lip readers online immediately went to work, claiming he said, "I told you we'd make it here together." Whether that's what he actually said or not, the internet decided to believe it. The final photo that sealed the night. At the end of the carpet, instead of walking separately as many co-stars do, they turned, posed, and faced the cameras together. Yulong placed his arm gently around her waist, not too tight, not too performative, just enough to say, "This is mine and I'm proud." Young Mei Mei, in turn, placed her free hand lightly over his, as if to say, "And I'm not letting go." That photo became the image of the year. Media outlets called it the shot that will live in fan history. It was printed on magazine covers within 24 hours. The night's end and the fans' message. When the couple finally entered the venue, the fans outside didn't disperse. Instead, they began a coordinated chant of "hand in hand," the exact phrase from the agency's statement. Hours later, as Yulong and young Mei Mei exited the gala, they stopped at the edge of the carpet, turned back to the fans, and raised their joined hands high into the air. The screams could be heard blocks away. And if this story touched you, subscribe and share it so we can keep his memory alive together. And just like that, their love story, once a whispered rumor, had transformed into one of the most public, most celebrated romances in recent entertainment history.